Hey, so sometimes I get to places where and I don't know if I should do this every day, but I'm just going through the thought process of me trying to actually dig into the word, go deeper. I'm about to go onto the computer, but I don't want to sit here and show me going back and forth and stuff like this. Um, but there's something called Blue Line Bible, and I didn't realize my voice was hurting until now. Anyway, so in here in Luke 17, it's talking about increasing our faith and the faith of the mustard seed. And honestly, it's not about the amount of faith we have, like we can see a bunch of things and believe. It's about the quality of faith, and how much we dig deep and we go deeper and deeper. I used to be one of those people that read the Bible through in a year, and it was more like a chore. It wasn't really something I was digging deeper into. Now I believe in going deeper and not just reading, but read all the notes that are given. And this is a Bible that has half the Bible is pretty much notes. There's notes here and there's notes in the middle. And so I'm looking at all the notes and I'm trying to really get it, because this part's not that hard to understand. But then this is the part where it's like a little bit like, I'm trying to get the full understanding of it. And remember, I'm a Western person, and you're probably like, whoa, I'm shaking, I can't read it. I know, I need to probably put this on a tripod. And I'm a Western person. I'm trying to understand it from a philosophy of a Hebrew, of a Jewish person. I'm trying to completely grasp what it's saying, and I'm also trying to think outside of my own current, like my life situation. I mean, I've been through a lot. I've met a lot of people, and I mean, the way I understand it is a different way than somebody else might understand it. And also, let me just read it and see if you get what I'm talking about. So he's talking about somebody coming in from plowing the field and tending the sheep, a servant. And he says, well, another way to say to him, prepare something for my supper and gird yourself and serve me until I've eaten and drank, and afterward you will eat and drink. Does he thank the servant because he does what he has commanded him to do? I think not. So likewise, when you have done all those things which you are commanded, say, we are unprofitable servants, we have done what was our duty to do. So sometimes I wonder if that means like when we get up and we read our Bibles, do we go, all right, now I'm going to get a blessing, I'm going to get like a extra, today somebody's going to put $10,000 in my lap? Because there is there could be that perception that maybe it's talking about the people who, like the Pharisees, who believe that they're serving God and they're going to get all that reward and stuff. They're not doing it from their heart. They're doing it for the profit or the external motivations. And I wonder if that's what Jesus is trying to tackle right there, is that he's saying, well, some people, they don't look at this like a servant, like we're servants of God. And, I don't want to read my Bible. I'm too tired. I'd rather do something else. And it's like, a lot of people, we spend our lives entertaining ourselves instead of doing what we need to be doing. And God commands us, He told the disciples, can you not tarry an hour with me? We are to pray and things like that. And it's like, well, see, now God's, and then I'm looking at it from different perspectives, and I'm going, well, then the people go, oh, well, see, God's a demanding and cruel God. No. Look, if I was to tell my children, I do this and that, I'm not doing that just because I'm a bossy person or I'm their dad or whatever. I'm doing that because I know that that's going to make them better people. Like when I was a kid, if I didn't have homework to do, Mom would find something for me to do, because she did not want a lazy child. So I remember when I was a kid, I was constantly carrying wood from one pile to another. And then I was like, why am I doing this? It doesn't make sense. And Mom was like, well, it rotates the wood and it keeps it dried. I was even then like a very skeptical kid going, no, it doesn't make sense. But as an adult now, I'm going, I know why she did it. Because she didn't want me to just have no homework to do, or say I don't have any homework to do, and then, watch TV, just be lazy. And I think that was a brilliant strategy on her behalf, because, I started finding work to do. I'm like, let me find some extra assignments to do. So I'd rather do that than carry wood. I'd rather be reading or studying, doing not just doing my homework to get it done, but doing it to actually understand it. Actually taking some more time on it. And I look at it from that perspective of maybe something that I could apply from my life into this, or from other people's lives. Like I've seen other people that they do things because they have to, and they don't have the joy in it because they don't understand why they're doing it. I've seen that happen throughout my life. I've also seen people who don't want to do things, and then they only do it because they think that they're going to get some extra reward. And we do know that we're going to get like crowns and things like that in heaven, but I'm like, I don't do this for the crowns. I do this because I want people to know God. I want people to be free from the sin in their life, because a lot of people, they're just living in sin and they think that that's wonderful. They're like, we're having a blast, we're having a good time, we don't need religion, God, church, any of this stuff. It's like you're missing out on the most important things in your life. And it's going to be sad whenever they wake up in hell and they're asking themselves, why did I do all that stuff? Why? And why didn't I ever stop and think? I'm not saying you work for your salvation. I'm just saying that they never give God a second chance. They never even think about him. They never submit to him. They think they're having fun, but they're not. And there's no reason to argue with them, because they only take offense. They put up their walls, and they don't try to understand. So I wonder sometimes, like, okay, so we're commanded to do these things, and do we think that we're going to get a special blessing from it, a special reward? There is a reward, but the reward is in the actual reading. Like right now I'm reading my Bible. I'd rather be playing a video game or I'm talking about in the flesh. I'm talking about I'd rather be playing a video game or watching a YouTube video or something like that. But you know what? Getting in there and digging into the Word and trying to understand it and trying to get what God's trying to tell me, I think that's more beneficial in the long run. Does that mean God's going to bless me with an extra $100 a day somehow? That I'm going to be walking on the beach and a gold doubloon's going to wash up because I was special this morning? No, that's not what I'm getting from it. What I need. I'm not doing this so that God will like give me extra gold. I'm thinking that's where He's going with this. Hey, if you have a comment or you have something you'd like to tell me that you think it means, by all means, comment below and let me know, because I'd like to see your side of what you think this means. I'm not saying this is what it means. I'm not sitting here saying I'm a doctrinated pastor. I'm just reading the Word and trying to understand for myself. And on the surface, I understand it. I'm talking about on a deeper level. I want to really understand, what does this apply to my life? And that's the difference between reading a Bible through in a year and actually taking and deepening your faith and really digging deep, getting those roots in. Because you can read this Bible verse 100 times through in a year and never understand it. I like to go in and pick it through it, look at all the different, like down here it gives information, and then really think about, what was that culture like? What is our culture like? What was what is he? We're servants. Well, we're also told we're friends of God. There's all these other ways that we can look at it, but I'm like going, so I'm just trying to really pull in all the different concepts here, and even sometimes cross-referencing. Now, this one's, it's in Luke. I could probably look through Matthew and Mark and look at their interpretation. Like sometimes they'll tell you right here, that's verse 3. So down here, it will tell you, like, you can look at these verses as well. And I'm about to actually do that and go to Blue Lion Bible and see if there's some original Hebrew words. It's pretty straightforward. Now, there's sometimes Hebrew words that I really want, or Greek words that I really want to know what it says in the original language. I don't think there's anything here I need to know, like the word day, for instance. Is it yom, or is it some other word that's like epoch? That's when you really want to dig into other, the Greek, the Hebrew, and things like that. This is something more surface level. I can see it from here. So anyway, if you've watched this and you go, oh, you got it all wrong, gently tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I'd like to know, like, what you're thinking. Maybe you got a different viewpoint of this. comment below. And thank you. Have a great day. And I would go and show you on the computer and stuff like that, and also flipping back and forth, but that would take 2 hands. I guess I can get a tripod and do that, and it would just take forever. All right, well, y'all have a great day. Oh, it's Saturday. Have a great Catterday, as Lisa likes to say.